Hey, what's up guys? This is Johan, and on this video we'll be doing a review of the Flipper Nano glass cleaning magnet. Alright guys, so the Flipper Nano magnet, I've been using it for about 4 months. I got it back in about April. It's basically a new look, at least for me, on how you use a cleaner magnet. In the past I've used these MagFloat clean magnets. I've had about 3 of these, the Nano for the Nano Aquarium, the big one for my 75 gallon, and then I had the medium sized one for my quarantine system. So let's get into what makes this Flipper Magnet Nano so unique. So like I said, I've been using this Flipper Nano for about 4 months now. One of the things I do like about it is the nice thin design. I could get it into different places in the aquarium or behind the rockscape that I couldn't reach with my other glass cleaners because of its really low sleek profile. Another thing I like about it is it does come with a blade attachment that helps you strip out all the hard coralline algae. It has this nice felt material in the back right here, so it's almost a little bit thicker than most of the Velcro that you'll see on most of the other magnets. So it's a nice little thicker felt type material, and I think that it's a little bit better. So if sand grains accidentally happen to get trapped in here, because of how thick it is, it has a lower chance of scratching your glass. Another thing about it is it comes equipped with a blade. The way the blade's positioned, if you do see these 2 little white feet that are here, this goes up against glass and then keeps this section off the glass and just attaches the blade at an angle. So what that does is it prevents you from getting any sand trapped in between here, so you could go really close to the sand bed as you go ahead and clean out your glass. So for the most part, since I've been using this for 4 months, I like just about everything about it. It's slick, small design, the attached blade that comes standard with it. Unlike most other glass cleaning magnets, you basically have to buy them separate. So this gives you basically a 2-in-1. You could clean your glass, and the easy to remove film algae or really thick hair algae that's in your glass or whatever, this can remove it. And then if you have the really tough coralline algae or that really tough green algae that grows on your glass, you have the metal blade attachment that's here. So it's really simple, but there is a little bit complex part about this. I'll show to you more on when I'm cleaning the glass. So let me give you a quick example. So regular, this is like, it comes together like this, but if I were to flip it, it has resistance. So now in order for me to get it to come, it has to basically flip. So moving on the glass is a little bit of a trick where you get to the edge, you have to flip this around, and I'll show you more of that once we get to the aquarium. So if you guys notice how filthy the aquarium looks, I just left it grow for about a week. So there is some really thick stuff here. Let's see if this could power through it, which it has. Like I said, I've been using it for 4 months. Let's get a before and after shot, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so we are at the side of the aquarium. So let's get ready to get this in. Alright, so if we're going to start here, just on this side, there's a little bit of film here. So just go this way. And I did not clean the inside magnet, so it's leaving some streaks, but that's just my bad. So if we go on the other side, so it takes off any of the film algae really easily. And you can see how it's just working. And I have my flow off currently. So this is more than film algae. I have some, I think some diatoms or some stuff here as well, or Dino, something is on here. So just left it really thick so you guys can get an idea of what this can really do. So now let's switch over to the next side so you guys could see something else. Alright, so I took off the really thick stuff, but if you guys can see right here, I'm keep moving, but these pieces of algae still on here, so that doesn't come off with the felt material. So what I'll need to do is get the actual scraper part and get it scrape off. So I'll show you guys that little trick you need to do to get that scraper back on the glass. What you're gonna need to do once you have the flipper magnet to the side, what you're gonna want to do is flip this down, right? And then when you come over to the next side, it flips over. So now you have the scraper part, and then you can just take this over and go to the side. So let's do a close-up and see how that actually works. So you take it, you flip, and then when it's here, you flip to the next pane of glass and it flips over. So let's do it again. Turn it up, and then flip to the next pane of glass and it flips over. So once you get used to doing it, you're gonna do it pretty quick. So once you just flip to the next side, and you can see it there in action, just flipping from side to side. Alright, let's do this from the next side so you guys can get a better look on the inside. Alright, so we're doing it from the next side now so you guys can see the inside. So if I go as a regular magnet, if I go like this, it will just stay the same way it is. But now if I go ahead and flip and come over, it basically turns the face that's facing down and faces that towards the side glass of the aquarium. So there's this, and when I flip over, it comes like this. So this side will be facing the glass. Again, let's go flip, come over. So now I have the blade facing the glass right here, so I could get at the tough stuff, the tough algae. Or if I want to flip again. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is my short review of the Flipper Nano magnet cleaner. For the most part, it's an awesome little cleaner. I like just about everything about it. The fact that it comes with a blade installed, you don't have to buy that separately. It's a nice thin, low profile. It also, and that allows it to fit in like different places, like behind some rocks. That's an awesome little feature I like about it. And I also like the felt material that's on there. So it's a nice little softer material. It's not as aggressive as most the magnet cleaner, so it doesn't really trap any dirt. It will trap some, but because the material is so thick that it allows any gravel or any sand that gets trapped into the magnet to kind of sit in, so it doesn't really scratch your glass as much. But for the most part, I really like it. The only one downside I do see to it is that it doesn't float per se. It might just be this Nano. I haven't seen the Max in action, so I am planning on getting the Flipper Max for the bigger tank once I start that back up, and the one right in between. So 3 of those, and then so the fact that it's not floating is a weird kind of not floating. It floats, but it doesn't float, but it stays standard. Like it wants to float, but it's not, so it's kind of where dangling. So sometimes you may flip it off the glass and it would stay almost buoyant but under the water, and because of that, if the current is blowing whilst you're doing it, or the power head is blowing the current whilst you're doing it, it may hit a coral, and I have had that happen a couple of times. So it's just a weird little thing. It might just be the Nano or mine. I haven't really looked online yet to see anybody else's review. I've seen people talking about it, but I haven't seen anybody talk about the way it floats or lack of floating. But besides that one little issue, I really like it, and like I say, I'm planning on buying the 3. So I hope you guys like this video. If you like it, go ahead and hit the like button, and also remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'll catch you guys in the next one.